Well, a startling epidemic is growing in New Hampshire and around the country, threatening the most innocent among us.
Infants born into the world dependent on drugs, including oxycodone, Percocet, and heroin. Our Amy Covino shows us why physicians are alarmed and how they're fighting to save babies.
To the untrained eye, they look beautiful and completely normal. But within hours, physicians say specific symptoms emerge.
Excessively jittery, babies who are really hard to console. They can sneeze a lot. They can have a lot of sort of profuse watery diarrhea.
And skin sores, itchiness, symptoms similar to adult withdrawal, but bundled in a newborn baby. This is the most recent data from the state. In 2002, 20 babies were discharged from New Hampshire hospitals with neonatal abstinence syndrome, or NAS. In 2009, 120 babies were diagnosed with NAS, a startling 600% increase. Economic status appears to be a factor. 75% of babies born with NAS are born to mothers on Medicaid.
This has absolutely become a huge problem for those of us who provide obstetrical and neonatal care in New Hampshire.
I used my entire pregnancy, from opiates to benzodiazepines to heroin.
22-year-old Chantel Gurley opened up about being an addict and having a baby who's born hooked.
He's very tense, jumpy, crying a lot. He just wasn't comfortable in his own skin.
Chantal was forthcoming with her doctor about her drug use, but shame and blame keep many from admitting their dependency to their obstetrician. Severe withdrawal requires medication to ease the newborn off the opioid. Only 4 hospitals statewide administer liquid morphine.
These babies can stay in the hospital for several weeks in some cases, requiring treatment.
16 days is the average hospital stay for opioid-dependent babies. The best cure for little ones suffering withdrawal, say the experts? Cuddling, dim lighting, low stimulus, skin-to-skin contact. It sounds basic, but this approach is revolutionary.
We need to figure out alternative ways to provide it. We need to have different environments where it's not this noise-laden, hyper-stimulated environment with light and monitors, and we need to normalize their care.
Chantel lights up when she talks about how Antonio is doing now. He spent 5 days in the hospital, but a year later, she says, you'd never know.
He's amazing. He's a bundle of joy, literally. He's got a personality of his own. He's smart. Walking at 9 months.
That's the bright spot in this dark, troubling epidemic. Experts say NAS babies don't seem to exhibit signs of physical or neurological damage long term. The epidemic, however, is so alarming, the governor established a task force last year. Dr. Bonnie Whalen is among those leading the charge to take the shame away from a disease where it's better for the mother to stay on the meds than go cold turkey.
Pregnancy is a stressful time. Her own body, she has a higher blood volume and metabolic need, and so her need for the medication goes up.
Cheap, easy accessibility to heroin is a significant factor in the dependency epidemic. CASA of New Hampshire works with abused and neglected children and says some of the saddest cases involve drug addiction and newborns.
We've got at least a couple of cases where the parents were found to be shooting up in the parking lot of the hospital in between their visits with the children.
In many cases, like Chantel Gurley, a new baby is a strong motivator to get clean and stay that way. And experts say treatment, education, and peer support, not shame and blame, are the cure. A new treatment program opened in Lebanon a year ago, and their approach is garnering national attention. The Rivermill uses a team approach of psychiatrists, obstetricians, and pediatricians, bringing coordinated support to new mothers and their babies who are working to purge drugs from their bodies and their lives. Amy Covino, WMUR News 9.